All right, welcome everyone. We're here from the Teacher Education Program, walking you through how to apply to our program. We're starting out here today on our How to Apply page. It's a very great resource for you to be able to see what all you need in order to apply and to get to this application online. We really recommend that you take a chance to read through all of this information. You'll find lots of helpful resources and information to get started. To get started, we're going to go into the Graduate Division application. We'll click on New Applicants to start a new application. Once you've started your application, you'll need to click on Existing Applicants and log in. Under New Applicants, we'll begin a new application and select our major, and that will be your incoming major to the graduate program, which is all the way down here at Teacher Education Program. Next, we'll click on our degree objective, and so this is for if you are going to do an MED or just the credential. You'll find the MED with whatever credential you want at the top, and then credentials are at the bottom. So I'll just click on this first one here. Then you'll click on your personal information and create an application. We have one started up here. This is what it'll look like once you get into the application. You'll fill out your personal information, demographic information, citizenship and address information as best as you can. We're going to gloss over that. The bulk of the really important information comes in with this education history. And I'm going to pass it off to Suzanne.
Hi. Yeah, some of the most commonly asked questions we get at the start of the application season is about this section actually, and entering in your transcripts and which one should I send. Lots of students have attended more than one undergraduate institution. We have a lot of students apply each year that attended a community college. And so one of the most commonly asked questions we get is, do I need to submit all of my transcripts? And the answer is no. You only need to submit transcripts from schools where you attended and earned 12 units or more. So don't feel free to send us your study abroad transcript if you had less than 12 units at that institution. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to select your school location. So I'm going to just do this real quickly and just pick US, California, and the school name, I'm going to just go ahead and choose one of the Cal States here, and then you would just go through filling out, answering the questions here for the different sections to the best of your ability till you get down to the transcript section here. And now here's where we want you to actually upload. We want you to scan and upload your official transcript. So we do not accept unofficial transcripts. So please be sure that you either have emailed to you or mailed to you your official transcript, at which time we want you to actually open it up if it came through the mail, scan it in, and send it as an electronic PDF. And you can actually upload the file right here. Then you're going to go ahead and save your institution and go to the next section there. So now I'm having a little problem getting out of here. Cancel. Okay, there. We're going to go back to the overview here, and I'm going to actually have our credential analyst talk to you a little bit about the exam score section of the application, because that's an important section.
Hi everyone. The exam scores are required by UCSB when applying to our program. You can either take the GRE or the MAT when applying to the program. You're going to hit selection here, add a new exam record, and you're going to get a chance to select whether you're doing the GRE or MAT. If you do select the GRE, note that you only need to take the standard GRE. You do not need to take any of the GRE subject subtests. When you select GRE, you're going to enter in the test date that you took the exam, and you're going to enter in the registration number. These will allow us to match your scores when they come into your online application. You'll also fill in the scores that you receive on your unofficial score report, and once your scores come in, the section will be identified as official. If you take the MAT, you will only need to enter in the test date as well as the scaled score that is given to you. This section is also required if you're an international student. You'll need to enter in either your TOEFL or your IELTS exam scores here. There is no required GMAT for our program. And now I'm going to go back to Suzanne.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the financial information section here. You would just actually fill out to the best of your ability. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but I am going to go into the letters of recommendation. So letters of recommendation, one of the common occurrences that we have is that students or applicants did not contact their letter writer in advance. And so it's important that you actually contact your letter of recommendation writer in advance and let them know that they'll be receiving an email with a link to actually submit their letter of recommendation. And so it's important that you let them know in advance, because oftentimes they miss that first email or say that they didn't get it because it just gets buried at the bottom of their email list. And when you send a second request to the same recommender, the first email link will become inactive. And so that causes some confusion, and it happens quite frequently. So just keep that in mind. Make sure your letter of recommendation writer knows that that email is coming. I'm just going to go back to this section here, and I'm going to actually turn it back over to Katie to talk about the statement and supplemental document section.
This section is very important for your online application. In this section, you'll be uploading your statement of purpose, your resume or CV, as well as your personal achievements and contributions. We ask that you label these so that we know what documents that we're clicking on. In this section, I'm actually going to go back here, but in this section, you're able to upload 6 different documents. And I'm going to switch screens really quick to show you one that's completed so that you can see how we have structured our documents. So on here, we have a statement of purpose right here. And on the statement of purpose, you're going to want to refer back to our How to Apply page, because we have specific prompts for TEP that we want you to follow, not the standard UCSB ones. We also have some prompts for your personal achievements and contribution statement. Your resume or vita can also be uploaded right here. The My Application Progress form, again, is found on the How to Apply page. This is a progress check for us to see where you are with the requirements. Keeps us surprised if you're using any courses for the Constitution requirement or waiving out of any of the other courses. And an important part here is the state requirements section. If you have score reports from either taking a CBEST or CSET or ACT or SAT, or other score reports, or some other state requirements like your TB test or your Constitution exam, feel free to scan all of those into one document and upload it here under state requirements. That gives us a heads up and a chance to collect this information much sooner than we would if we're having to hunt it down. If you happen to have a below 3.0 GPA, this is the section here where you can upload a statement that kind of attests to what happened while you were an undergraduate that led to a below 3.0 GPA. The statement is reviewed by an internal committee that decides admissions decisions. It usually is held a little bit later than our standard admissions time, so it may delay a decision on your application just a little bit longer. And I am now going to bring you back to the screen here and turn it over to Suzanne.
Not to confuse you all, but I'm going to switch back to the other application that's a little more complete, because I just want to talk about real quick how many of the questions we get towards the end of the application season and very close to the application deadline is people want to know, how do I get the pay button to appear? And so just to reassure you, this button will appear once you've completed enough of the application that we would consider your application, worth reviewing. And so it's important that you actually pay for your application in order for us to first take a look at it. So you can pay for your application before the application deadline, and we'll be able to actually provide you with feedback. You can continue to work on your statement of purpose and personal statements after you've paid for the application, and you're really going to be in an advantage if you do that before the deadline, because then the credential analyst will have time to actually go through, take a look at your application, and provide feedback on any area where she sees that you're missing important information for the interview requirements. So be sure that you actually do this, pay for the application before the deadline. I'm going to just click on this real quick to show you too that when you do finally get to that point, you'll have the opportunity to request a fee waiver at this time. And so it's important though that you actually, again, submit your application at least 2 weeks prior to the application deadline if you're requesting a fee waiver, because you want to give Graduate Division time to review your whole application before they make a decision to grant the fee waiver. So be sure you're not waiting till last minute. We encourage you to submit your application and pay for it as early as possible so that we can review your application for completeness and provide feedback. And we hope that you found this video helpful. So thanks a lot for watching it, and feel free to contact the office if you have any more questions. Thank you.